How many are entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs? All of them. अच्छा, तो प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुई? माँ बाप को कुछ तो बोलना पड़ेगा ना यार, वो कहेंगे यार क्या नहीं नहीं नहीं, एक्चुअली मैं तो गया ही नहीं इंटरव्यू के लिए. This all these big companies, they don't deserve me, I think, you know. But great. I think it takes a lot of balls and courage to do your own thing. Sometimes by choice. But so I'm here to kind of share my journey. मतलब as I was talking to him in the lunch time कि life is like a drama और drama चलता रहना चाहिए, you know. Before I start, I think this gone keeps going and coming. अच्छा वो करूँ. How many of you have been in an accident? Accident. Okay. Uh, okay, let me define an accident for you. Because the guys who didn't raise their hands, they're not clear about that. Accident is something that happens to you without your choice, right? But choice है तो accident नहीं हुआ ना. अब you are going in the corridor and there's a girl coming from there and by plan you are hitting. That's not an accident. But if the professor is coming and you're hitting, that's an accident, right? You know, so accident is something that happens not because of choice. It just happens. It's not because you wanted it to happen, right? Everybody clear on the definition? So question again, how many of you have been in an accident? Still. So I see some liars here. There's some liars there. So the biggest accident happened the day you were born, right? Malab, you suddenly appeared in one family. You're like, shit, dude, where am I? Was that your choice? No. So that's an accident, right? Who you were born to, that's an accident. You may get awesome parents who like, beta, jo karna hai, bacha karo. Or, or somebody who's like a pain in the ass, right? It's not a choice. It's an accident. The religion that you are born in, you know, that's a big accident, right? Nobody chooses their religion. We are born into it, and by the time we understand it, it's too late, right? We are stuck. Your siblings, they're accidents, right? Big accidents, you know, the pesky brother, sister, whatever, you know, your uncles, your aunties, your relatives, you know, the country, the city that you are born to. If you're born in a big city, that's a good thing. If you're born in a very small city, it doesn't have opportunities, that's a bad thing. You're born in a poor family, oh man, your life sucks now. You're born in a rich family, you have a nice ATM card, you know. So I think that's an accident. And when I talk to entrepreneurs and when I say, yeah, why are you not doing what you really want to do? They give me all these reasons. You know, ki, boss, my parents will not allow it. This thing will not allow it. How can you let something? It's like how many guys who actually raise their hands? Have you ever been in a road accident? Right? But that didn't stop you from going back to the road, right? ठीक है, टांग वांग टूटी होगी, थोड़े दिन अंदर रहे होगे, but you're back there, right? You're more careful. You're saying, okay, this time I will stop driving after drinking, hopefully. So maybe I'll not get into another accident and things like that. But you don't stop. Just because you had an accident, you didn't stop. And I think entrepreneurship is like that. It's a journey, and all the stuff that you think is stopping you is an accident. And how can you let an accident stop that? So when I did my engineering from REC Kurukshetra, which is now called NIT, way back, and I passed out in '88. Yes, I'm pretty ancient. And we used to have 5-year engineering thing. So I actually got admission in electrical, and within couple of months I realized कि यार electrical के सब बाकी branches से 5 पेपर extra होते हैं. And I said shit, फंस गए. And then what I don't know now if it happens or not. They used to have an option where they say after the first year, depending on your marks and all that, you will get a chance to change it. And I said यार कौन सी branch में सबसे कम पेपर होते हैं? They said mechanical engineering. तो मैंने कहा That's my branch, you know. And I applied for that and all that, and I got it. Great. So that was a good accident, you know. So did that, and I was, and my dad was very frustrated with me because he said, I know you have potential. And the problem is, you know, if if from, and potential by parents, by potential they mean is good marks. They don't see anything else, right? That's the only thing that is even. So for getting admission and all that, I had done my pre-engineering, which was the 12th kind of a thing, and I had got good marks. यूनिवर्सिटी की उसमें मेरिट लिस्ट में I was I think 6th or 7th in the university, and my dad said इसके नंबर आ सकते हैं. And then I went into college and I said first division कितने में होती है 60%. I said 60 to 65, that is my, you know, that's where I have to play. And and I got 62.5, that is precision, right, when I did my engineering. So I said ये करना है. And then I was into dramatics, and then I was into fine arts. I became the president of Fine Arts Club, and then we had a couple of festivals, and then I realized that you cannot do too many things. It's like focus wala thing. So we were having a play. I was in that, and then there was this collage clay modeling thing going on. So I was running between events, and events run parallel. When you do festivals, they run parallel, right? So I said, यार ये सब नहीं चलेगा, focus करना पड़ेगा. So I got into fine arts and all that. So one of the year I was chosen as the amateur artist of the year. Rajiv Gandhi उस time होते थे. So I went and did a painting and stuff like. I was famous for my, obviously, I was famous for my nudes. You know, there's a certain image you have to maintain among your, you know, community, right? So I used to do nudes, but I used to do abstract nudes. The best thing about abstract, it leaves it to your imagination, right? So every guy would see their girlfriend or whoever or heroine or whatever into that, you know. So I did that, and I used to dream about that. I still remember um, at that time we used to have ragging. Now we don't have ragging. So we used to have this concept of raid. I don't know how many. So we were in we were in first year, and no, no, we were in second year, and we had had some panga with the third year guys. Or typical. I was in Haryana, and you know, Jats and all that, and, you know, Josh Wosh, and पंगा हो गया कि बेइज्जती कर दी हमारी, आज इनकी ले लो. So in the night, all these guys with sticks and all, they came in the hostel and they started breaking this thing and Jo aaya maro. And we were in Kurukshetra. I don't know, has anybody been to Kurukshetra? Okay, so you know where Brahmsarovar is, right? So we were in engineering college and there's this road which goes. So we, in the dead of the night, we had to run. We had to run away from hostel. And I remember lying down next to Brahmsarovar and saying, yaar, life mein karna kya hai? You know, the water and sky and all that does that thing to you, right? Makes you philosophical. And we dreamt of our first this thing कि यार एक टी-शर्ट सी कंपनी बनाएंगे यार, उसमें हम ऐसे ऐसे, because I was a artist and my friend Arvind, he was the business guy, you know. So these two guys, and we said हम एक company बनाएंगे, and that's when I started dreaming about that. And then I got out of college. I But the challenge was that the whole startup thing उसमें होता नहीं था उस time. I'm talking about 88, 89. There was no concept of startups there. The only entrepreneurship you could do is you can go and take HP का dealership और fax machines बेचो और photocopiers बेचो, you know, dealership ले लो और computers की deal लो और वो बेचना शुरू कर दो. And I said यार उसमें मजा नहीं आएगा. Started working and all that, and so went to HCL, then I went to Wipro, and then there was this company called Parametric which was opening an office in India, and so it was a tough decision. Why? Because in Wipro, I'm talking about 95. I was making a princely sum of 16,000 rupees per month. And the parametric guy from Singapore, he called me up and said, Anil, we are opening direct office in India. We would like you to open it for us. I said, okay. I said, tough decision. They said, how much will you offer? And he said, we can only give you 75,000 rupees. I said, tough decision. It's okay. Nehru Place. Your office in Nehru Place. I said, what can we do? I said, give me a fax number and we'll fax you a contract. Ran down to Nehru Place, one of those shops, and got this thing to set up their office and all that. But in the back of the mind, that was there. कि यार अपना कुछ होना चाहिए, you know. And that was kind of coming out in the way I was setting up business. So I set up business for Parametric. And then Patni, and then I shifted to Pune. I actually got tired of Delhi. I was in Delhi from 88 to 95, and the jugaad kind of got to me. Too much jugaad. See, I think that, matlab, I love Delhi, don't take me wrong. But what I hate is that end of the day, you have to be what you are because you are special, not because your dad is special or because, somebody else that you happen to know is special. And I think that's a basic thing that kind of is in वो हवा में है यहाँ पे politics, I think. जैसे कि यार पता है मैं कौन हूँ types और किसको जानता हूँ, and everybody has this one politician in their pocket and stuff like that, you know. And that kind of got to me, and because I was always a firm believer कि यार जो करना है खुद करना है. And I'm also an atheist, so I said यार भगवान भगवान कुछ होता नहीं है. And it's a very personal thing, so don't drop your religion if you're a religious guy because of me. आजकल थोड़ा environment थोड़ा गड़बड़ है उसको लेके. But I felt कि यार end of the day whatever you do is in your hands. you know the circumstances, and see, let me give you a story. So when I work, after that, Patni, I set up a business for a Israeli company called Cimetron in India. And the guy Kobe Baron I was working with from Israel, his father was a concentration camp survivor. And when his father survived, he was like 35, 40 years old, and he weighed about less than 40 kgs. So you can imagine it was like bones and just skin on top of it. And his one lung was gone and stuff like that. And he came out, and one of his friends survived. So two people went through the same experience, same circumstances, same environment, everything exactly same. One of them said, you know, there are millions of people who died, and I survived. There has to be God. मेरे को बचा के रखा. There was no reason why I could have survived. Yeah, but something kept me alive, and something survived. There's God, and became very religious. His friend, who had also survived, said, how, if there was God, how could the God let all this happen? उसका विश्वास उठ गया types. And he said, there's no God. Two totally diametric this thing. So a lot of time we kind of say कि यार ये हमारा circumstance ऐसा है, family ऐसी है, ये ऐसा है, वो ऐसा है, पैसे नहीं है, parents support नहीं कर रहे हैं, whatever. Or maybe institute मेरी अच्छी नहीं है, whatever. But then there are examples of people who pass through the same circumstances and do very different things. So I think somewhere it's not the circumstances, somewhere it's us, in us. कि यार what do we make ourselves, you know? So this is like 1999, and I don't know if you guys remember. There used to be a startup, or it was not called startup then, called India World. SIFI had acquired it for 500 crores, and I was like, holy shit. And the whole internet wave was going strong. India.com was there. I don't know if some of the older guys maybe may remember those days. You know, हमने कहा यार ये तो मतलब पूरी the whole wave will pass us. हम बैठे रह जाएंगे. So I remember I was in Chennai, and I was sitting with a classmate of mine in the evening, and as you can imagine, the best startup ideas or businesses or plans are made on daru. So you're sitting and having drinks and say यार क्या करना है, ऐसे तो नौकरी से तो कुछ नहीं होगा. I said इंडिया का उसका indiaworld.com 500 crore, चल कुछ करते हैं. And I said okay, क्या करना है. And this guy came from education side. He was with Microland Education. And he said यार e-learning करेंगे. I said यार वो क्या होता है. He says people go online to learn. And I said यार मेरे हिसाब से तो दो ही चीज करते हैं ऑनलाइन, एक गेम्स खेलते हैं, एक कुछ और करते हैं. मतलब ये लर्निंग कौन करता है. you know he said नहीं ट्रस्ट मी. एक बंदा है जॉन चैम्बर्स. इनफैक्ट जॉन चैम्बर्स मिलेगा ना, उसकी पिटाई करने वाला हूँ मैं. जॉन चैम्बर्स had made the statement कि e-learning will make email look like a rounding error, which means e-learning is going to be so big that the impact that email has had usko hi bula dega. That kind of a thing. So there's this huge thing here, e-learning. I said okay, e-learning karte hain. So we decided, and we had a mentor. I had a mentor called Anil Garg. He was my boss when I was in Wipro, and then he had gone to US. He had grown Wipro to from 500 people to 5,000 people. He did his own startup in Silicon Valley, raised $300 million. He was doing some telecom ERP on the cloud at that time and things like that, blah, blah, blah. So he was kind of my mentor. तो हमने plan करने लगे कि यार क्या करते हैं, चलो. And I was married. I had 2 kids, and my wife was not working. So, and he also, my friend was also married, kids. तो ऐसे एक काम करते हैं, जो स्टैंडर्ड होता है ना कि पहले तू छोड़ दे, तू शुरू कर दे, फिर जब ये चल जाएगा ना फिर मैं आ जाऊंगा, तो ये डिस्कशन चल रही कौन छोड़ेगा पहले, यू नो तो मैं कहा चल अनिल गर्ग से बात करते हैं, वो हमारा, ही इज आवर मेंटर. सो वी वेंट टू अनिल गर्ग, एंड समटाइम्स पीपल से थिंग्स दैट काइंड ऑफ स्टिक इन योर माइंड. एंड ही सेड, he listened to the whole thing, and he said, Anil, there is nothing like half pregnant. Like, well, like, boss, we are starting a business together, we're not doing anything else. He says, either you are pregnant or you are not. So either you are in or you are not. You cannot do this halfway thing कि मैं ये भी करूंगा और साथ में ये भी करूंगा. But boss, if it doesn't run, so what? नौकरी कर लेना एक और, नौकरी मिल जाएगी. हाँ नौकरी तो मिल जाएगी, फिर क्या टेंशन है. ऐसा अच्छा, और ये चलानी तो. He said, look, you can sit next to the pond and keep debating कि यार pond गहरा है, कितना है, नहीं है, and all that. But I think the best way to jump and check it out, you know. And you will not die, right? What is the worst that will happen to you? Is that the money that you earned, you will put it in that, and you will. And I was 35 at that time. That will all go away, right? That's the worst thing can happen, right? I said yes. उसके बाद नौकरी लग जाएगी, हाँ लग जाएगी, तो फिर बना लेना. मैंने कहा बात तो ठीक है. So we both gave up our jobs and we jumped into 24/7 learning. And we had heard these amazing stories कि यार तुम जाओ, pitch दिखाओ, कोई $1 million की check मिल जाएगा, तुम कर दोगे. So we started building, and so the first thing I did was that I went back to my companies, the company that I'd worked for Wipro. So I went to Wipro guys and said कि boss, मेरा अपना शुरू किया है and you have to help me out. And they said, yeah, there's a big contract coming up and NIIT has pitched for it and we think we will go with NIIT. But so the startup that we had was 24/7 learning. It was an e-learning startup. We were focusing on enterprise learning. So helping corporates train their employees using e-learning. That was the whole thing. So I said, okay. So we started pitching and all that. And then we also started talking to investors. So there's a very seasoned investor called Abhay Havaldar. I don't know if anybody have heard of him. He's not very active now. He used to be very active at one time. It was kind of the mover and shaker. So through Anil Gar, we got a meeting. We flew down to Bombay. हमसे यार शाम को चेक लेके आएंगे और उसके बाद पार्टी करेंगे और उसके बाद तो चल गई कंपनी. So we went there and we spent half an hour with him. And और उसके बाद मतलब वो censored scene है. क्या हुआ? That is all censored. And I still remember in Bombay, we had booked in a room in a small hotel. हम वहाँ से टैक्सी ले गए, हम एक दूसरे से बात नहीं कर रहे थे. We came and we slept. And in the evening, we took the flight back and all that. Then I said, यार, तू investment का try करता रहे, मैं customer लेके आता हूँ. So we went to Wipro, we got Airtel and all that. So one fine day, this was Saturday, and I was like in a house getting ready to go to office. And this was like 9:30-ish kind of thing. So my partner calls me up and says, Anil, jaldi aa. क्या हुआ? अबे पंगा हो गया, जल्दी आ. So okay, भागा गया, reach office. So there was this about 50-60 police guys. There was a crane, there was a bulldozer, and there was this guys and they said, this building that you have taken is illegal. And I said, यार हमारे पास सारे papers हैं. So what had happened before that was we had got this 1.5 crore का contract signed with Wipro. We fought with NIT and got the contract. हमने कहा यार कंपनी तो चल गई, 1.5 करोड़ का ऑर्डर आ गया. 1.5 करोड़ अभी भी बहुत होता है, उस टाइम तो बहुत ज़्यादा होता था. And so we went looking for office. We only wanted 1,000 square feet. And we found this building, cute building, 1,000. हमने कहा यार इतनी ज़रूरत तो नहीं है, बट अब बार बार कौन देखेगा, कंपनी तो चल गई है, ले लो यार, सारा ले लो. So we took that office, और sexy office बनाएंगे यार. So we made a nice conference room, wood paneling and all that stuff, AC वेसी लगाया, first class desktops वगैरह बनाए, सब कुछ custom made and all that stuff. So that was the context. So back to that day. So the police is there and they say, look, this building apparently belonged to the corporator, local corporator, who had lost elections 1 month back and was in Malaysia at that time. So this is the right time, Saturday. Courts are closed. You can't get a stay order and stuff like that. And they said, please move out. And we said, yeah. And they said, huh. They showed us the court order and all that. We couldn't do anything. So we begged them and they said, okay, we'll give you 30 minutes to remove whatever you can. 30 मिनट्स में क्या निकालोगे यार, चेयर्स निकाल ली हमने, लैपटॉप ले लिए, सीडी उस टाइम सीडीज पे आता था सॉफ्टवेयर, सो पूरा ले लिया. And in front of us, in the next hour or so, the whole thing was rubble, you know. And we had just launched Compaq. Compaq used to be there. HP had still not acquired them. So we had launched a online learning campus for Compaq, where they had about 500 odd resellers to train them on new Compaq products through e-learning. So मैं कह रही ये तो लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, क्या करें, चल तू छुट्टी पे चला जा, छुट्टी पे चला जा. And we shifted to drawing room, our home का drawing room, and started there. So shit happens, you know. And then I remember 9/11 happened. I remember I was sitting in TGIF in Bangalore. I don't know, old airport road, if anybody has been there. There used to be a TGIF in corner. Sitting there, it's happening, and we were like, "हो क्या रहा है?" And then it all went downhill. So we had built this whole team. So Wipro came back and said, "No, no, we had all the intentions to do it, but you know what? Budgets are getting cut, blah 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 blah. So this 1.5 crore thing will become 30 lakhs, 35 lakhs, or something like that." So this was a blended learning thing. So we were doing online, plus we were doing classrooms. So we had hired these trainers. So हमने कहा trainers का क्या करें? First time entrepreneur mistake. ऐसे यार इनकी क्या गलती है? हम ऑर्डर लेके आएंगे, इनकी क्या गलती है? How can we fire them? So we didn't fire them. And over the next 2-3 months, slowly one by one got a job, and they went and all that, and we were in a deep thing. So I think so that was the biggest mistake that we made that time. Here, A, shit happens, you have to deal with it. B, take immediate action. That was a stupid thing that we did. Because end of the day, when you're doing a startup, the most important entity is not you or your employees or your customers, is the startup, that company. That is the main thing. And you have to look at the survival of the company rather than anybody else. And we didn't do that. You know. So then we said, which is very unconventional today. We started in 99 end 2000 early, and we got our first round in 2005. Today if you to tell any startup who's starting up कि यार 4-5 साल लग जाएंगे इन्वेस्टमेंट आने में, तो शुरू ही नहीं करेगा. Because the whole thing everybody thinks today is कि यार आइडिया आ गया, पहले तो आइडिया पे पैसे दे दो, आइडिया पे पैसे नहीं दिए तो एक MVP बना देंगे, एक ऐप बना देंगे, ऐप पे पैसे दे दो, ऐप नहीं है, अच्छा नहीं दोगे, चलो डाउनलोड आ गए अब दे दो, you know. Is a concept, that whole concept here, end of the day, the money that runs the company is the money that comes from the customer, not from the investor. I think that has kind of become alien. And I think now that is kind of coming back, you know, where we as investors, when we look at companies, we say, look, show me the traction. And when we say traction, it's simple is, paisa dikhao yaar. Are customers buying your stuff? And do you think there's a scalable business there? Can you make money? Long term, survive, things like that. So that's a whole thing. So we started that, got out in 2013. Then I said, then I looked back at my journey. See, some of the things that I learned from that thing is here. When you are doing that whole journey, you are so passionate about your journey, that you're so driven by that you forget that there are some other lives which are kind of attached to you. And it's your dream, it's not their dream. And you are dragging somebody else through your journey, you know. So I remember one evening, me and my partner were sitting, and around 7:30 in the office, and we are have a deep discussion, strategy पे, ये करेंगे, ये करेंगे. Suddenly, my phone rings up. I pick up, it's my wife. Standard question, कब घर आ रहे हो? हाँ 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 आता हूँ. हाँ, where were we? Okay. So we again started. 10 minutes उसका phone बजा. Same thing, wife, कब घर आ रहे हो? And we look at each other. यार हम unmarried होते तो कितना अच्छा होता ना. You know, because end of the day, and a lot of people ask me this question, ki when is the right time to start? The right time to start is when you can go at it alone without hurting anybody else. And I look back at my journey, I did hurt my wife. I could not spend time with my kids at the time. I still remember when there was a downturn, and my son was really young at that time, and we were going in a mall, and he looked at a toy which was really nice, and he calls me Pau. I don't know why, just came out of the blue. He says, Pau, अच्छा है toy ना? मैंने कहा हाँ. मैं कहा लेना है? नहीं, बाद में लेंगे. And I could see it in his eyes that at that young age he knew कि यार डैड की टेंशन चली हुई है, फटी हुई है इस टाइम, अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता. you know he also understood that. you know and at that time, because we were passionate and running our own this thing, we didn't realize. But today I see that कि यार I somehow dragged them through my journey. And I think if I can, one thing I can go back and do, I would have started my whole startup or entrepreneurship when I was not married, when I was alone. I was bindas at that time, right? मतलब if you are alone, you can बेशरम होके किसी घर पे चिपक सकते हो. You can stay with somebody. You don't have those expenses, EMIs, house loans, whatever else that comes in the life as you go ahead. You know. So I think that's one thing that I kind of regret that I should have done maybe earlier, and not fallen in that trap. And well, the biggest trap, and I think it's still there. Maybe it's less now. At least I'm not doing it with my kids. Is that कि यार बेटा शादी तो करनी है. And I'm like क्यों? लेकिन करनी तो है ही. And they have this nice calculation कि इतने साल में करोगे, फिर बच्चे होंगे, फिर कॉलेज जाएंगे, तुम रिटायर होगे, उस टाइम ये गैप आएगा. I don't know. Have you heard of this pitch, right? This is a pitch that parents have perfected, right? Like why? You know. And I wish I had not fallen for that. And I wish I had done that. And then married because I wanted to, not because they wanted to. You know, that kind of thing. So my son actually, he's doing his own stuff. So when he went to college, he did his engineering from Manipal, passed out last year. So when he went to college, I said, यार देख number के चक्कर में पड़ियो. The numbers do not give any ROI in life. The experience gives you ROI. Like one of the biggest myths, and I think it's going away now, hopefully, is that मेरे को याद है विवेक कहते थे यार 10th का एग्जाम पता है लाइफ में ये नंबर ना मतलब है ना. What bullshit. What a scam. Has anybody ever asked you for 10th के numbers anymore? Who cares? नहीं 10th बोर्ड. तुमने कहा चलो 10th 12th के जो नंबर है ना, you know, IIT, IIM, मतलब उसके अलावा कुछ है नहीं क्या? So I told man, I said IIT करनी है, पता नहीं, मैं ट्राई कर ले. हाँ करता हूँ. कोचिंग में भेज दिया. महीने बाद क्या हुआ? मजा नहीं आ रहा. मैं छोड़ दे यार. My wife was like, because my wife, she's a silver medalist and padhaku and that kind of track, very learned, more educated than I am, stuff like that. I said कुछ छोड़ दे. So when he went to college, I said यार देख number हाँ वो GPA होती है ना 5. I think you also have up to 5, right? 10 तो 6 के ऊपर I think is considered good, right? So I said 6 के आसपास आ जाए ठीक है. But make sure you participate in the festival. Make sure you participate in. So he did his first startup in second year. So when I still remember that day he had come back to Bangalore and he said, Dad, I want to ask you something. I said, बोल. ये जो फाउंडर होते हैं इनमें से इक्विटी कैसे डिवाइड करते हैं? I said, वाह छा गया. अच्छा आजा बैठ. गुड क्वेश्चन. मगर ठीक ट्रैक पे है बंदा ये. you know So I explained him the whole thing and all that. So they did a startup where they were doing merchandise for festivals. So they got to Tirupur, t-shirts, caps, mugs and all that, and they were making good money. After 6 months he comes back and says, Dad, मजा नहीं आ रहा. क्यों? कहता वो जो बंदा दूसरा है ना वो तो चला रहा है, पैसे बन रहे हैं, 15-20 हजार रुपए बन रहे हैं महीने के, बट मजा नहीं आ रहा. क्यों? कहता वी आर डूइंग द सेम थिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, मोर एंड मोर. मगर छोड़ दे फिर. छोड़ सकता है ना? हाँ छोड़ दे. छोड़ दिया. So he left that. Then he started something else. and then he got into UI UX, and then he got into housing, and he has a startup. If anybody has iOS, there's an app called Listen, LISN. It's a app where you share headphones virtually. So you are there, or your girlfriend boyfriend is somewhere else in in the night. Janu, this song is for you. You know that kind of scenario. So through that app, the same song will play both sides, and you can chat and stuff like that. So they launched, got covered, TechCrunch, New York Times, stuff like that. He's doing his own stuff. But the problem is that मतलब हमारे खून में तो पुराने पेरेंट्स का है ना. Now he doesn't ask me anything. I come to know कि he called me and said मैं पेरिस जा रहा हूँ when he was in college. क्यों? I've been selected for the program. अबे ये अप्लाई कब किया था? हाँ 6 महीने पहले. अबे बताया नहीं. हाँ कर दिया था अप्लाई. Okay. So somewhere you feel good also that is independent, and somewhere you feel कि यार ये मेरी तो जरूरत ही नहीं है उसको. You know. But I think that's a thing. That my daughter is in class 12, and I was talking to her, and she said पहले बोल रही थी इंजीनियरिंग कर लेती हूँ. Now she's a media communication. I said हाँ मीडिया कम्युनिकेशन कर. इंजीनियरिंग में कुछ नहीं रखा है. You know, things like that. So I think that is that. I think मतलब A, shit happens, and be open. मतलब if 1 year back somebody had told me that you will be on TV doing a major show and all that, I would say पागल है. But then I suddenly one day got approached because my 25% learning network 18 was an investor, so they had invested $4 million in my company. So somebody there had moved to ABP, and they were doing this. I don't know if anybody has seen that, this Hayward's 5000 horse lake Udan kind of show. So this was the second season. So last season में थोड़ा ठंडा था. तो उन्होंने कहा यार कोई ऐसा बंदा लाओ जो स्टार्टअप भी जानता हो और थोड़ा ड्रामा भी करे. Because end of the TV is all about emotions and drama and all that, na. So there was this guy who said, I know the right guy. So he called me, sir, करोगे? Interesting यार, मजा आएगा ना. हाँ. पैसे दोगे? नहीं, पैसे कुछ नहीं देंगे. ट्रैवल वेल का तो दोगे? नहीं, वो भी नहीं देंगे. ओके, तुम अपने एनीवे गुड चांस, लेट मी सी एक्सपीरियंस क्या है. बहुत मजा आया. सो वी वेंट अराउंड 10 cities, met lot of entrepreneurs, threw lot of them out. Like I still remember this was in Gurgaon actually, auditions. There was these two girls who came in. Maybe I should not talk about that. So there was this guy. So we had some interesting really interesting times when we threw out the guys, and the director came back and said, सर वो बाहर बहुत शोर मचा रहे हैं, प्लीज एक बार एक चांस और दे दो, उनको बुला लो. हाँ हाँ बुलाओ बुलाओ. बुलाया, फिर सोचा, फिर भेज दिया. you know so we had good time. So I think, and I'm 51 now, and I still feel कि यार अभी तो बहुत कुछ बाकी है यार. See, that's another thing that our parents and everybody say कि यार नहीं, लाइफ में हर चीज का एक टाइम होता है. ये भी डायलॉग सुना होगा पेरेंट्स से ना, कि अभी पढ़ाई का टाइम है, पढ़ाई करो. एंड देयर वाज दिस ओल्ड शिट की वानप्रस्थ कुछ, वो भी एक फंडा है. यू नो कि सो व्हेन पीपल रीच अ सर्टेन एज, नहीं नहीं अब तो तुम्हारा टाइम नहीं है, अब तो किसी और का टाइम है. So I did a course in. So one of my passion is sculpting. So I do sculpting and all that, and I used to do in college, and I had got some national prizes. So 2010 I said, उस टाइम थोड़ी मंदी भी चल रही थी, कंपनी भी थोड़ी डाउन थी, खाली टाइम था बेसिकली हमारे पास. तो हमने कहा यार let me try and see if I still have it. So there's this National Academy of Fine Arts in New York. So I applied for that, got into the course, did a 1 month course, and मैंने कहा यार मैं तो सबसे बुढ़ा आदमी हूँगा वहाँ पे. So I went there. So the youngest, we had 13 people in the class. The youngest was a girl, 25-year-old, and the oldest was a lady, 65-year-old. And I asked that lady, why are you doing it? She said, I got a cataract operation done, and the first thing I wanted to do was learn something new. You know. And Tony, who was our teacher, he used to be a advertising agency head in Europe, 15 years, one of the top advertising agency. Gave everything up, went and studied sculpting. And sculpting is hard. This is like the Greek style sculpting, so it's a very hard this thing. Did that course, and he's now one of the top sculptors. And one key takeaway I said, because in India they make you feel old. There I said, yeah, nobody even cared, nobody even bothered. I said the right time to do anything is when you feel is the right time. Age is just a number, you know. And my mother still says, यार अब तो छोड़ दे ड्रामे यार, अब तो शांत बैठ जा, But I say नहीं यार, अभी तो बहुत लाइफ बाकी है. ठीक है. So thank you for listening to me.
The floor is open to questions.
Sure.
So anyone who'd like to ask sir a question can raise their hand. I'll come with the mic. Yeah.
Sir, can you talk about your latest venture in Weather Hedge, uh, the tent that you, you invested in? So, if you can just talk about it a little.
So right now I'm running Jarvis Accelerator. So an accelerator is typically, so there's this concept of incubators and there's this concept of accelerators. So incubators, typically startups come with ideas. So when you get selected incubator, the whole idea of incubator is to convert that idea into a actual product or a service that you can go and sell. Whereas an accelerator, people come with a product or something, but they don't have any revenues and they want to accelerate the whole thing, which means that what should be my business strategy, what should be my go-to-market strategy, how do I get customers, how should I sell, should I sell directly, should I sell through partners, should I sell online, offline, what kind of strategic partnerships can I do and all that. So we look at startups. Earlier we've had startups which are kind of a mixed bag. There's a startup called Sniffer. It's an app which helps you discover stuff to do, interesting stuff to do based on this thing. Uses AI in the backend algorithms to check that. It also shows you live feed. So one of the things that, you know, I don't know whether girls have it, but guys do. यार ऐसी जगह जाना जहाँ पे थोड़ा action हो. You know what I mean? So it shows you a live feed from the venues कि यार हाँ यहाँ पे अच्छा action है, यहाँ चलते हैं. You know. Then there's another startup called R2 Robotronics. They are into drones. So what these guys have done is they have built a platform which can control drones. So right now drones have to be flown one at a time. So you have to have a pilot which, but look at it from enterprise perspective. So imagine 1,000 hectares and you need to survey that using 10 drones. So you can't have 10 people kind of running around in the field, right? So this platform allows you to manage that whole thing. So multiple kind of thing, but now we are looking at more fintech, IoT, big data analytics. So to give you example of the current ones that we have just invested in, so there's this startup called I Manage My Hotel. It's an online platform for budget hotels to automate their all working. So you have a hotel room booking, connecting to the booking sites and stuff like that, subscription based thing. There's another one we have invested in, which is a mobile based credit card, actual credit card, which is more app based, targeted to millennials, also targeted to those people who typically don't get credit cards. There's a whole shared economy now that is there. So you look at Uber, you look at Ola, look at HouseJoy, look at Delivery. So they have these guys, but they're not employees, but they're making predictable incomes and all that. So typical credit card companies don't give them credit cards. So these guys are doing that. There's another one which is building an expense management system for SMEs, a mobile-based expense management system. So those are the ones that we are doing. From my personal perspective, my investments have been, there's a food startup called Food Tamasha. There was another one which was a hyper-local delivery startup which has closed down. When we started, it looked awesome, but it closed down. And there's another one in Dubai.